What's going on, everyone? Today we are doing the Forza build. We've got all of our parts. We've got the mod plate, our fan grill, fan, and we'll probably need some of the plexiglass, and we'll probably add some LEDs as well. But first thing we got to do is take this apart, see what it's like on the inside, clean it out, check our thermal paste, clean that out, probably put some new stuff on. And yeah, basically take the fan, the stock fan cable, and connect this one to it. We want this way, I assume. That is how the 1S is, and the Slim, where they have the fan drawing the air out, pulling it in from the sides. So I believe first thing we got to do is, I think the side vent comes off first. Yeah. Oh boy. So this just reminded me that when I did first open this, it was covered in quite a bit of dust. I did just wipe off the outside, but judging by how minimal like scratches and stuff are on this, I forgot that it was actually that dusty, so this is going to be a rough one. I'm going to get the vacuum ready now. Alright, quickly vacuumed that off. Now we need to slide this out. I already see more dust there. I think we need to remove the warranty sticker next and take the top of the shell off, and then be careful of the ribbon cable up front. Okay, got the front, and then this is the little ribbon cable I was talking about that's plugged in right there. It's extremely short. I don't know why that's something they thought should be passed on from the 360 Slim. So still quite a bit of dust in here. Now we need to get the speaker, and I believe that's the Wi-Fi board off, so we can get the shield out, and then the rest should, or the bottom shell should come off. Then we just need to clean all this up. Looks like this was inhaling quite a bit of dust. I'm sure the motherboard and everything will be in need of a nice cleaning. Alright, yeah, definitely sucking in dust. I did vacuum a little bit. There was a couple clumps of dust here and over here, but other than that, yeah, just a healthy coating of dust on everything. And I forgot how much room is inside these. I did move the hard drive that's over here, but because there's no power supply in here like the S, it's almost like they designed the S first, and then they decided, oh, we need more money, so let's just make it bigger. But yeah, like, look at all this space in here, and there's pretty much nothing over here, but for some reason all the plugs are still kind of in the center. It would have been nice if these were moved over and we just had all this clear space for like a water pump. No, not on this one. But yeah, basically we're taking this off. We're gonna have to splice this into this. Probably just go make our own like 3-pin so we can plug that in, and then set up some LEDs. And we do have plenty of room underneath here, so I kind of want to put maybe like a frosted window behind these cutouts here, and then we can maybe backlight that. It should get lit up a little bit from the fan. The frame is also clear, like a smoke clear, so that will kind of light all this up. But maybe we can put another strip along the back to really make that shine. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish taking the rest of this out. And we got to clean all this up, all the boring stuff, and then we just got to make that little splice, and we can basically put everything back together. Like I said, this is a simple, quick flip. I think it's going to be really nice and clean with this little mod on here. And yeah, let's get to it. Alright, we got everything else taken apart. Took the front board off, took the whole thing out of the metal frame here. Vacuumed off the little, or the bigger clumps that were there, but now we need to, this thing's really been dusty, and as we can see here, the thermal paste was pretty much non-existent there. So now we need to remove the fan from the heatsink, get all this cleaned up, get all the dust cleaned off. Same with just all the other random parts we took out. Just kind of dust them all off, make sure they're clean. We did also get the decal right there, just a nice little touch. Forza Motorsport. That's pretty much it. Then we need to take our cable here from this fan. We're going to turn that into a 3-pin for this fan. And then, yeah, pretty much just install everything. Now, we're going to need to check clearance, especially if we want to put this underneath, which I like the look of that. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't, or has enough clearance over the heatsink, which I believe it should. We're going to compare this right here. I mean, that fan has an extra little bracket going on, so I think that's going to be fine. But let me go ahead and clean all this stuff up, put some new thermal paste on. We'll start putting it back together and then deal with our wiring. And yeah, that should be pretty much it. Got this dusted off, what was left of the thermal paste cleaned off of there. We're going to put some new stuff on there, put our heatsink back on. We're not going to put the fan back on. That's our plug-in here. We'll splice into that. We could also splice into maybe the DVD and just have it straight 12 volts all the time. This is meant to be a quiet fan, so I don't know. We'll decide on that in a second, but let's get this installed. Alright, a little look of what it will basically look like. But there is quite a bit of modification we're going to have to do here. So some of this is going to have to be cut away. And we want to cut all of this out. That's going to be behind this, so that we can have that backlit a little bit. Otherwise it just kind of goes against this, and you'll just see a little bit of light through these random holes. And then we also need to drill out some holes where these rivets are. So they kind of fit in these holes in the corner. Just need to drill them a little bit bigger. And then we need to drill out this one, and a little spot here, and in this corner. So I need to do all that before we go farther. And then we also still need to do that wiring. If you notice, I'm pushing that off. Okay, got all that stuff kind of cut out on this piece. You can see it's sitting flush there, have holes drilled. Quite a lot of modding you got to do to this case to cut out in order to make sure the fan will actually fit. And I cut out extra up here because I want to make sure that's totally see-through, and that the cutout for the logo and the Xbox One is not blocked by the plastic, so that we can put plexiglass there and backlight it with the LED strip. Alright, so next up, still got to do that wiring, and I'm going to see if I can find some screws to actually connect this to the plastic piece so it's one piece, because this is just kind of sitting in there. It's kind of snug, but yeah, let's try to find that and then do the wiring, and we'll also find some mounting stuff to mount this and the fan to this plate, so that's all one, and then we'll do the wiring. Okay, we found some screws that will work, although I might go back and get some black ones, but I don't think the silver stands out that bad. We put the fiberglass behind here that we sanded, so it's kind of opaque. Take a look at that. Got our fan installed. There's a plexiglass. Now we need to do the wiring. Just need to splice into that fan cable. I believe from left to right it's ground and then 12 volts. That's all we really need. We'll connect up our fan and our LED strip and start putting everything back together. Okay, got the fan cable spliced into this wire here for the LEDs. I tried to put the hard drive on the bottom, but the only thing it seems to hit is that port on the back. So that kind of stinks, because that would have allowed more clearance for the light, but we'll see what it looks like this. We're going to try not using the metal shield. And we've got this plugged in here and screwed into place, plugged back into this. Need to put the bottom shell back on and put the long screws in without the shield. Make sure that still works. This one has a broken clip, so we'll see what happens there. And then, like I said, the top is ready to go. Now, it's hard to take it apart this way, but I think it'll be easier to put it together this way. We'll put the top on, and then we'll put this, clip it onto that front piece. That way we can deal with that. I still need to dust this one thing. I dusted everything else, I promise. That way we can deal with this short little ribbon cable. Clip that in and then just push this front piece and then put the rest of the panels on. All back together. Plenty of light to shine through. I'm going to show this in more detail in its own video, and then we will have the sale listing video as well. Have the controller on here because I did not tighten the screws down all the way. I'm also going to put a reduction cable that goes down to about 9 volts on the fan, just to make it completely silent. You can't hear it moving right now, but I'm also going to put a, I think instead of moving this grill underneath, I think that's all the room I would have. I want to put one of those gaskets in there. That way it's completely silent. But yeah, that's pretty much it here. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. We should have Ruby Red. We were supposed to have it today. It looks like it'll be here Monday. So that one will be up probably with this one. See you in the next video.